When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manifest.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Falcons in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 30. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14, Falcons nothing. Justin Tucker sets the kickoff. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Pollard again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice defensively, and now it brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Okay, ready?
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Walker with another carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That one tossed left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now with 5 seconds left. Not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 19-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Walker once more. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Walker. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Walker once more, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll set up to throw. Pushes him over. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Ayuk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and 13. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
47's the mic.
Up the middle, here's Walker. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They run again with Walker. And some room to work. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. To the right side, this is Walker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off the option, that's complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's take it inside his own 40. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Big
Cut.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to Walker on 1st down. And able to get this to the 31. Well, this was a really